Another year, another chance, another opportunity for our Steelers to try to reach our goal. And that goal is to bring home number 7. We're trying to restore order, what the previous legends have done for us, the ones who had our legacy submitted in history. We're trying to bring back that order, but also trying to forge a new legacy for ourselves. But in the midst of doing things, we lost our ways, we lost our standard, and we have been living in our fears. But we shall no longer live in our fears anymore. We shall wake up from our nightmares so we can finally fulfill our dreams. And that dream is to become champions again. But to do so, we have to overcome challenges. And our first challenge lies on Saturday night against an old opponent, against a familiar foe, Baltimore. We're coming for you.
Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Playoff football, man. The time we've all been waiting for. As you guys know, of course, the Steelers, are in the playoffs. With a 6th seed, we'll be going to Baltimore to play the Baltimore Ravens. A rivalry born. These two teams know each other like the back of their hand. They know everything they want to do. Both teams are very similar in identity. Both teams strive to impose their will, perseverant, and play physical. It's all about physicality in these matchups in the AFC North, but it's always something special when you see the Steelers and the Ravens go against each other in the playoffs. They faced it off in the playoffs 4 times. It'll be the 5th time. Steelers are 3-1 in those matchups. The last one being, of course, the Ravens winning 30-17, where Terrell Suggs had an interception with his legs, all type of stuff that happened. But this is a new era of Pittsburgh Steelers football, and I'm very excited to see what we're going to do. Now, entering this game, Russell Wilson said in that press conference, he said, hey, we lost the last 4, but entering the playoffs, we need to go out there and have amnesia. We need to forget all of the bad things that happened at the end of that season and start over. A lot of people gonna keep dwelling on the past, of course, but sometimes you gotta overlook that. And kind of get to the point where you are now and focus on the future, what you can do. We know the things that happened. We didn't go out there and win against the Eagles. We didn't go out there and win against the Kansas City Chiefs. We didn't go out there and win against the Ravens. We didn't go out there and win against the Bengals as well. But you got to look past that. Look past that and find a way to get over that hump and look forward. In football, you never want to get too high and you never want to get too low. You're going to be level-headed. Of course, after the loss, I was feeling pumped up after the loss, too. I was like a little mad, too, as well. Of course, I was saying, like, we're going to lose this game, lose the game right there. But now I'm back to my normal state. Normal state right here. You never want to get too high and too low like that and keep dwelling on the things. You want to celebrate your victories, of course, when they come so you can know what you're fighting for. And when you lose, you want to learn in those losses so you can get back to what you're fighting for. And the Steelers are coming to this playoff, a clean slate. It's called the postseason for a reason, not the regular season. The postseason for a reason because it's a different season. Everybody's starting off 0-0. Everybody's starting with a clean slate. Every game is going to be 0-0 to start the game off. But because the team has the home field advantage, they get 10 extra points to start the game. They get 13 extra points to start the game. No, everybody starts 0-0 and anything can happen. Yes, we lost those 4 games at the end of the regular season, but guess what? We had an opportunity to kind of switch it a little bit. The Steelers was counting out all year. The Steelers been a team that's been doubted, since the season started. Remember, people said the quarterback situation we had, Russell Wilson was not the guy. Justin Fields, not the guy. Our quarterback situation is bad. They said the Steelers are going to only win 6 games, 7 games. What we do? We went out there and proved them wrong. We were at the pinnacle. We were at the top of our field, top of our space. 10-3, sitting at the top of the AFC North with an opportunity to go up there and win the North, win the division for the first time in a few years. But what happened? We got too comfortable and we lost it all. And we fell down with the 2nd spot and we lost the division. And it kind of hurts, of course, losing the division. It hurts. You had the opportunity to go out there and shine and you failed. You fumbled it. But that doesn't define you your whole journey like that. You can always have a chance to come back. Many people in life don't get a second chance, but we got a second chance to rewrite our wrongs. You win this game. You win this game right here in Baltimore. You go to Baltimore and win this game. None of those 4 games, those 4 losses that happened in a row, None of that matters. No one cares about that. If you win this game right here, all that stuff will be gone like that. And you're going to see all the people that's calling for people's jobs, all the people that's saying different things about the team, all that's going to be quiet because you win this game right here. You show them that, okay, yes, the regular season matters, but the postseason matters the most. Wins in the postseason matter the most. I don't care how you do it. As long as you get in the dance, you have a chance to go out there to try to find yourself and try to win a Super Bowl, compete for a championship. And the Steelers got opportunities like every other team around the playoffs have an opportunity to go out there and handle that business. So all we got to do really is just start off with a clean slate. Go out there with a clean slate, go out there, play free football, and put everything you got on the line. As you guys know, the playoffs in the NFL are different. It's not like any other sport. MLB, NHL, or NBA, NFL, all those sports have series. They get opportunities after they lose the first game, get another chance to come back the next game and try to see if they can bounce back. In football, you get one chance. You get one shot to win the game. And then you go to next week and you get one shot again. That's why you need to make sure you finish 1-0 every week in the playoffs. It's a different season. What you did in the regular season does not matter because we see a lot of guys perform well in the regular season, get to the playoffs, and they stink it up. And we see guys who may not perform the best in the regular season, get to the playoffs and they blow it up. Remember the Bengals went 10-7 and went to the Super Bowl. Remember the Titans had a little, I think it was like 10-7, I think 10-6 or something like that. And they went to the AFC Championship game as well. A lot of teams have had mishaps, but still found a way to push through and find a way to get to the championship level throughout sports history. It's not about it's not about how you got in there, not about how you started, about how you finished like that. And the Steelers got opportunity and a chance to go out there and make some noise in the playoffs. And I know a lot of people probably thinking like, oh, it's over for us. It's over. I don't believe it's going to happen. But hey, you got a chance. Every dog has his day. The Ravens had theirs. Of course, they won the division. But who said we can't have our day? On Saturday? Who said we can't have our day and go into Baltimore and win on Saturday and handle business and move to the next round? Who said we can't do that? So we have opportunity just like they have opportunity as well. And there's a lot of teams in that playoff series that have a lot of chips on their shoulder. TJ Watt haven't played a playoff game in almost 3 years. I think he haven't won a playoff game either. He has a chip on his shoulder. Cam Hayward hasn't been to the Super Bowl. Want to get to the Super Bowl, get an opportunity to win in the Super Bowl as well. I think he got a chip on his shoulder. Lamar Jackson. On the opposing side, people always say Lamar Jackson is one of the best quarterbacks. But what people are saying, hey, he's very good, but he cannot win the big one. He had a chip on his shoulder. Derrick Henry as well. People say he was washed up. Why the Ravens signed like that? He's an old back and stuff. And what he do, he go out there perform. He had a chip on his shoulder as well to show them that he is who he say he is as well. So a lot of players around and coaches as well. Harbaugh, Coach Tomlin got chips on their shoulder. They walk into this game with a lot, and we're going to see which team can pose their will. Would it be the Steelers? Would it be the Ravens? They both can collide together, and we're going to see who wins and what side find a way to win. So it's going to be very interesting to see who goes out there and handle business. I'm very pumped up for this game, and we still have opportunities to control our narrative. I know we fell short. We lost it. We had the AFC North stuff. But guess what? We got a chance to bounce back. You win this game in Baltimore. You make the rivalry reborn and bring it back. You find a way to get it done. And guess what? All the noise is quiet, and no one cares about what happened in the season. And then you move on to the next round and you see what happens. Like that. That's all you gotta do, see what happens. I know we might not have the highest chance. Everybody in the world, everybody in America probably, but the people that bleed in black and gold will probably pick the Ravens to win. Media companies, ESPN, Fox Sports. Well, Fox Sports need to they need to make sure they handle their stuff. They got a lot of lawsuits over there. But they're gonna pick, of course, probably the Ravens to win. But guess what? We don't care about that. We don't care about that because everybody got opportunity. Everybody get a chance to go out there and make something happen. Just because they get opportunity, we got opportunity as well to try to make something happen out there, and we got to go out there and restore order. For like far too long, we have lost the standard. Our standard used to be excellence. Our standard used to be championships. Our standard used to be measured by being at the pinnacle, the top of the NFL. We used to be the hunters. We used to be the guys out there dominating, like the Predators like that. We was dominating. We was hunting down and destroying everybody. People was fearful. When they heard the Steelers was on the schedule, they backed. They got tensed up a little bit. They spine shiver a little bit when the Steelers was on the schedule. Now we've been getting ridiculed. People been mocking us and trying to disrespect our name and our legacy, even though the Steelers are still like that. Yes, we haven't got to the pinnacle. We haven't got to the championship in years, of course. We know things that happen, but for years, we still show like perseverance. We show ourselves not giving up and keep conquering and keep coming back over and over and over, one more time, over again. And we've been doing that for the past few years, trying to build ourselves a nice team. Our defense is good. Offense, at one point, was very good this season. They fell off a little bit. They need to leave all that in the regular season. Leave all that, the woes in the regular season. We need everybody to come out here and play. And like Coach Tomlin said many times, hey, one of my favorite quotes of his, not about what you're capable of, about what you're willing to do. Everybody is capable of becoming an NFL player, becoming a Pro Bowler, becoming an All-Pro, an MVP, a Super Bowl champion, but are you willing to do the work to become that thing? And a lot of players might not be willing to do the work. And if you're not willing to do that work, and you're not going to put it all out on the line, do not show up. Do not show up. Like I mentioned many times before on the channel, will can't be taught. Can't be taught at all, but it can be learned. You know, like you might have a situation where you're under pressure. Someone can teach you how to deal with those situations. You only can know that by going through the situation yourself. And a lot of players will impose their will this Saturday, this Saturday, and find a way to try to like muster out a victory or muster out something. And we're going to see who can go out there and do it. And some players will give up. And like if you're one of those players who's thinking like, hey, I'm not going to go out there and put a full effort in. We see guys like George Pickens not running routes fully, on sudden not knowing plays and mismanaging things. And a lot of different players kind of like jogging out there and not playing with their best energy. Stay off the field. Don't even suit up. You know, stay in Pittsburgh. Stay in Pittsburgh and be tweeting or something like that. Stay off the field. We need everybody here to be 100% in. We need dogs on the field. People out there who's going out there to hunt. We need people out there going out there to try to make a change, to try to put everything they got out there on the line. If you put everything out there and give it all you got, 110%, and you lose, you can lay your head down and know like, okay, I gave everything I got. The team right there was just better than me that day. But if you go out there and you half-ass and you don't put everything out there on the line and you lose, then you're kind of just sorry, really. Like, there's no better way to put it like that. So we don't need people out there who's not going to play hard, who's not going to go out there and try to fight and try to find a way to win. And people who listen to the media noise and listen to all the odds. No one care about the odds. You know, any given Sunday, you walk in there, you have the same chance they have as well to go out there and find a way to win. And we have to go out there and make this our game. Set the tone early, go out there and play your style of football, physical, and go out there and just be disruptive like that. Turn it to a slugfest. And you know, a slugfest is always good because the Pittsburgh Steelers usually find a way to come on the winning side of a slugfest. So it'll be very interesting to see this game. I'm very pumped up for this game, and that's really all I have to say. You know, go out there and fight hard. Give it all, Steelers. But now that the video is over, I'm going to end the video off with a phrase I think all of SteelerNation know. You know, and that is, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.